Hello everyone, welcome back to my Scrap Mechanics Survival Series. My name is Goldfish, and today is, I actually did the logbook correctly this time, day, 1201, my goodness, it's, we're up in the 1200s now, wow. Today, we are going to be doing some work over at the maize farm, but I wanted to start off with some experiments today. So, one of the things that bugs me about Scrap Mechanic, and I actually have not tested this recently, I just had it set up, and I assume it doesn't work, so I might be just pleasantly surprised here. When you have containers like this, so these are water chests, potato chests, fuel chests. I would have done it with electrical or battery chests too, but I don't have a second one, and I don't really feel like making one. If you have in this case, a water cannon hooked up to it, or a mountable spud gun to the potato chest, or a gas engine, or a thruster to a fuel container, and these are all connected to the top ones, which as you can see are empty, it does not pull materials through the connected system to the chest next to it that has stuff in it. See, that one's got one, the other one's got one, and that one's got one. So right now I've got the button hooked up to this water cannon, which hooks into this water chest, and it shouldn't pull this water out of here. Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything. So let's do the same over here. Yep, no dice. And this one I think I actually have tested recently on my flyer, which I have yet to showcase. I should probably do that at some point. But look at this. Nothing. Nothing. Then of course if I take it and I put it in here, works just fine. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of one of the things that bugs me about Scrap Mechanic, especially since oh yeah, that's got a thing in it. That's why it's not letting me grab it. There we go. The vacuum pumps don't work on this principle. So let me take this out and let me put it in the top one. Let me take this button back out. Now watch. So it's in this chest, and it's not on that chest, right? But it's connected to it using the ports. Boom. See? No issues. So the vacuum pump can use the chest circuits, whatever you want to call it, but water cannons cannot. And there's a reason why I was testing that. We are going to go set up the water collection system. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Ugh, big sneeze. Water collecting system on my maize farm, and the reason I wanted to make sure that that wouldn't work is because it'd be really nice to have it set up so that it can draw from one chest and it'll just continually pull through to other ones, but unfortunately that is not the case. But anyways, okay, so I am going to head back to the maize farm. I'm going to pick up some oil on the way, and we're going to get to work on this. So, see you in a few. And we're back. Alright. Let's head back up into the nice little spot there. We're going to drop off a whole bunch more oil. Oh yeah, I don't have any money for it. I want to get more bubble block too, which is nice. I have the craft bot at the oil field continually crafting bubble block as well, because we are going to need a lot of it, not only for completing the platforms on the maize farm here, like this guy here, because if you recall, I mentioned before, we are going to have that covering basically, and probably not basically, actually all of the open spaces between the haystacks over the soil, because I'm going to need that in order to water these when that time comes. But for now, we are just going to get all our oil in here. Looks like I need another stack of potatoes. Fill up the top row. Alright, and that's in there, and that can just keep on going. There's our potatoes there. At some point, I'm actually going to have to grow some potatoes here. I mean, I do have a staggering quantity of potatoes. If you've seen my videos I posted last year, I think, almost a year now, last March, I grew a massive crop of potatoes and then a massive crop of pineapples. So from that harvest, here I am, what, 215 days later in game, and still have an absurd quantity of materials. Let's get all these guys back in. Well, I should go back to, anyways. Okay. Are going to need that. We're not going to need that. We're going to need that. We're not going to need that right now. We are going to need all of those. And I have 3 vacuum pumps. Oh, that's right. I stole for my experiment there earlier. I stole this guy off of the green monster. So I should go and replace that. I gotta make sure I hook it in, which I haven't done in a very long time. But where are these other ones hooked into? They're hooked into that gate right there. There we go. Now they're all going. Perfect. And I think that just resets them. Yep. Cool. That way they're all in sync and they don't look silly. All right. So the project for today, watering for the maize farm. So what I want to do, I have 2 different options to be my sources of water. The lake we passed there, and then there's a lake we passed over there. So I have a method, and I think it's in one of these chests. No, other one. Am I crazy? Aha, there it is. We're gonna stick this guy in the middle of the maize farm, and we're gonna find out which is the closest lot. Now, do I want to get really fancy with? Okay, so that row is the center there. The center there. It is actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to take up that row there too. That's not gonna be much good. And then I just got to determine the center this way, which we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So something like here. Yeah, so right in the freaking bush. That's great. And then we're gonna need a little bit more space, apparently. We'll put the soil back down later. But for now, I think that's right about center. I'm gonna put these 2 back because I moved it over a bit. Okay, so now I have a beacon right here, and we're gonna make it, sure, X, and we're gonna make it red. And with using that, we can go to the logbook, and it measures our distance for us. So the next thing we need is a stack of material, and I got lots of bubble blocks, so why don't I go get a stack of material. Should be able to get most of this. No, I need to save some room in the inventory, so we'll take 2 stacks. 2 stacks is going to be plenty for all we're doing right now. And we're going to start over here. Yeah, you know, I'll take the vehicle to it. Why not? Why waste time? Lots of gas. I'm going to have to top that up again soon. Doing lots of driving. All right. Now, I'm going to be doing something different with my watering system than probably any of you have ever seen. And it's kind of hacky. Bit of an exploit. Okay, very much an exploit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting my watering system underground. So, bubble block. Have that oriented the right way. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Then we go for a swim. This is such a cheap way to play the game, but I love it. Like this is so handy. I mean, one of the struggles you have is making sure that that's really interesting. I didn't realize those poke through the ground too, because you can't remove those. Anyways, is enemies randomly coming up on your things like your 256 meters away here. Your water gathering point and destroying them. But if they're underground, nothing can get underground unless you're doing stupid things like I'm doing. Okay, so it looks like 256 is the shortest point. Probably just gonna go up to 257. What do we got going on there? Oh, that must be above ground, but it looks like it's underground. That is funny. I wonder, can I hit him? No, apparently not. And I guess that makes sense. That would be pretty dumb if I was able to hit him from here. Okay, so here is 256. That's just quite a distance. Let's see if we can do better than that. Maybe we'll help our walk friend here first. Now, if you're asking yourself, why am I going through this trouble of putting a water collection system when I just have all these vacuum pumps on the back of the truck and I can just suck it up the truck and do it that way? Well, yes, I can do it that way. It's just, and that's the way I have it set up on my other two. No, not my other two farms. My plateau farm, my island farm. I have it set up like this, but the water containers are above ground. Well, I say above ground. They're above ground but underwater, and I still just have it connected to my crafting system with a row of blocks. The advantage of doing that is you never have to refill water. You always have a ton of it. And it's even better now that they've upgraded the vacuums, the frequency of the vacuums. It's a lot more efficient now. Like before, I had 2 vacuum pumps on each water chest, and that's just a lot of materials. Now this one, I think, yeah, it goes up to a corner, so this is nice and easy to determine at least the closest point. So let's see if it's close enough to warrant this tomfoolery. Okay, so we're at the corner. Oh, and there you have it, 143. It's not close, folks. We're using this one, 100%. Okay. I wonder if I can nail that. Well, even if I don't nail it the first try, I can nail it like this. Get right on that first corner. Actually, it's up a little bit too. Boom, there you go. And then we'll just go like this. And we'll trim up the axis up top. Oh, come on. Oh. Apparently there's going to be a bubble block on the surface now too, so I forgot about the ones that are underneath. Alright, so now, what I want to do is inventory. Don't those. I do need a whole bunch of those. I'm going to set it up so I can have vacuum pump on one side, and then loop a whole bunch more in, and have a vacuum pump on the other side of the system. like that, or do I want to do it? I think I want to do it like that. Yeah, we're going to do it like that. I'll just keep going, and then whenever it... yeah, that next drop there, it's a Lulu. That is a very classic reference that most of my viewers, I'm sure, are not going to get. If you do, drop it in the comments. And don't look it up, just know it if you know it. Comment if you know it. If you don't know it, look to see the other comments to see if someone else... Oh, no, I'm messing up the pattern now. I'm focusing on this retro reference. No, I don't think if I put a vacuum pump on that. Did I not grab my second one out of the chest? I totally didn't, did I? No, that one's going to have to be a different orientation because otherwise it's not going to help. And that will work. Okay. And if I recall correctly, I did bring a logic gate because I think it has to be connected to a NAND and then it'll just continually pump. Yep, that's all that needs. Okay, so that's going to work on that, and then I'll go get the other vacuum pump, wherever the heck I put that. Okay, well, let's find that marker. You can hear it too. Oh, no, I thought that was it. That's not it, is it? Aha! There we go. And I should have two random blocks up here. Yep, there they are. I'm just going to extend that high like that. Just leave it. Okay. And I should be able to find it a little easier, and then I'll go grab the other vacuum pump and add it to it. Yeah, that's so much closer. Yeah, no contest. See, that's the one thing about doing it underwater is you can take advantage of the full stretch of that tile of water. Where if you're building it above ground, you have to go all the way to the shoreline, and then, you know, more resources, and it's also further away, so more likelihood of being too far to render and not being able to continually supply your farm with water. Okay. I didn't put it in here, did I? Because that would have been really silly. No, it didn't. No, I just left it over here. Yep, there it is. Alright, and we're so close I'm not even going to drive. I'm just going to walk over. Now I bet you're wondering, why am I removing my seat so I can get back out underground? Because that's not where we're going back underground. Let's get this guy on here and back up. Hook that into the NAND gate as well. Look at that. We're already almost full all the way. That's why we did that. That's awesome. Now I might end up needing more water chests. I'm not exactly sure how wide my center plot is there, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now we got to do our next exploit. So we're going to take more advantage of being underwater. I'm going to have to make a platform first. Okay. And then we'll go here. Ooh, a little bit close to the ground. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to connect this up to the maize farm by making a stupid long stretch of material. And then falling to our deaths. Yep. Let's try this again. That's probably going to happen a couple times while we're doing this here. Do I have sandwiches on me? I don't have sandwiches on me. I should probably do that. You know what? I'm probably going to need more than the 2 stacks of blocks I have on me anyway. So let's just go get more food, and then we'll get working on this extremely long line of bubble block. And sandwiches. Where do I have sandwiches in here? I think I have them over here. Perfect. And we'll put the circuits in here. And we'll keep the soil and keep the beacon because we need to have a target. And we're not actually, having said that, we're going to change our target. We're going to make it right here. Should be able to see that just fine from underground. And if we connect to that and then we connect our water system to that, then we'll be able to continually have water available for our pumps forever. Yep, and you all knew it was going to happen. Now the thought has occurred to me, and I have done this in another test world that I play around with sometimes. I could, instead of having to use my lift every time, you can use a seat on a piston that by default is pressing up against the bottom of the world, and then you know, you sit in the seat, you push the button that's attached to the seat, and it reverses the NAND, and then you go underground, and then you just switch again to put the seat back up for when you need it next time. I don't intend on being back down here ever again, right? Like it's really no point. Like once I've got this bridge done, this is all set, and I don't need to do anything anymore. Like there is the advantage maybe of kind coming in to fill up or to grab some water, but I got my green monster for that. And with the 3 vacuums on it, it can fill the chests up on the green monster way faster than you could by going back and forth between the water chests underneath the ground here. And it looks like we were getting a bit of the springboard effect of this bridge, which is not too surprising given the absurdity of it. But once we finish this bridge, we'll be fine. I don't think that's why I fell off last time. I think I fell off just because I friggin' missed. Simple as that. Closer. We're pretty close. I can almost line it up with that row of haystacks there. Yeah, see? Almost fell off. Alright, so let's go. Now, am I close enough that I can stretch that over here? Oh, so close. Okay, so let's do a thing like this. Let's waste blocks and we'll just fix it here in a second. So close. We'll do it like this instead of doing that. We'll do the same principle. We'll just make it a little wider for this last leg. Make sure that we're being nice and safe. Perfect. That, and then this time we're actually going to grab the excess blocks so we don't totally destroy everything. Okay, and we're all done. And we can test to make sure it works, but we should be able to connect a water cannon from here all the way up to the other side. How do I want to do this? Could do that and then hop up underneath, but then lose my chair. Or I could just plonk. Much more efficient. Didn't even lose that much health. Alright. Let's do a ton of extra bubble block. Well, let's put that in here. And then just for test's sake, we're going to take one of these, and we're going to take one of these. Yeah. And we're going to go... That's not the right section. Haha! There we go. Sure. Now, real trick. This is gonna be a pain in the butt too when I have to go that way. I think that's gonna be the way to do it without hurting myself and not having to go all the way up the knees. I'm gonna have to do this for every single one. And there's no getting around how much that's gonna suck. Hey look, I can see where I'm going underground. Hopefully Haybot doesn't find me. Boom. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna have to gate up this side of the farm too at some point. I've been thinking about it, and I'm not sure wood 3 is quite gonna cut it that I have on my my front gate, so I might have to swap that out for some metal 3. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the function of it. Okay, moment of truth. Yay, we got water. Cool. All right. I mean, obviously that's not going to function for watering the farm, but that's a task for another day. I can remove this, and then I can put my soil back down. Yeah, but as for today, that's our objective completed. Water system is in place, and now I have to start building the automatic watering for this section. For the rest of the section, as I mentioned, I think every video that I've recorded in the last few weeks, I'm going to make a vehicle for watering the rest of it, because it's just not going to be practical to have a water system for each thing. Although it's just a lot of resources is really all it is. Maybe a couple of big sections like this, it makes sense. I don't know. We will see. For now, we're going to get the middle done, and then we're going to get a vehicle for watering the rest of it. And then we're going to get on the real fun, which is actually doing some harvests out here, and then seeing exactly how spawn radiuses work with the maze farm, because this is a very, very large farm. So obviously we're going to do it in the center and see where they spawn. If they spawn inside the farm, that's going to be an issue we'll have to address. And then we're going to do a raid with the center of the raid timer being at one of the corners of the farm, and seeing if that causes them to spawn inside the farm, because that's gonna make for some good times. But until then, that is it for tonight. Thank you for joining me, and have a lovely day. Bye.